What is going on, people? Welcome back to watching a couple killers get after it. We're going to be making agent calls once again, do a couple follow-ups, definitely some cold calling. I am Nate Cruz. You can follow me at the real Nate Cruz. Go ahead, John.
What's up, everyone? My name is John Apollinar. I need to put my handle as my name so I can follow Nate's lead. But yeah, here to make some calls. Stoked. We're going to see how these conversations unfold.
Hell yeah. All right, bro. I'll kick it off.
Kick it off, dude. I figure we can just call, and if we get a connect, I don't know. How do you want to do that?
Yeah, I think we'll both call if we get a connect. Whoever's on the phone will just mute, and then I'll go that one person on screen. Or what do you like it better when we're both on, or when you're on the phone? Would you rather be just one person?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I think I like it better when we're both calling, and then if someone gets a connect, just mute, because we might both get one connect, but if you're already on the phone, it's just I'm just trying to think of ways to be more productive.
I got you. All right, I got one right here. Oh, what's this person's name?
Yeah, and I'll call one too. We'll both call.
Oh, wait, we went again, huh?
Hi, this is Brian Train with Mark Spain Real Estate. Thank you so much for reaching out. I look forward to speaking with you soon.
I couldn't tell if that was a voicemail at first.
Neither could I.
Okay, no answer.
Yeah, same here.
Is Jesus?
Yeah, he said he was gonna pop in and out. He had a closing call. I really wanted to catch that, but he said he's gonna be popping in and out.
Where did he have that?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. He said he texted it in the chat yesterday. Said he had a closing call today at 2. That's why I was really hoping he got on. But I just talked to him. He said he should be popping in and out. And then Jacob is busy serving the man.
Yeah. The man.
I don't know if anyone watched the last dials we did, but one of the agents that I connected with, I think it's been 2 weeks, reached back out with him, and he had 3 properties that basically the seller, who is his broker, wants to sell all sub 2. So we're writing up purchase contracts and going to send those out. Point being, the money's in the follow-up, dude. The money is in the follow-up. So if anyone's listening to this, the cold call is simply just establishing that relationship. Sometimes you might get a 1 call close, who knows? But the money is made 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after, so on and so forth.
Yep. It's very rare to get a 1 call close. It happens, but yeah, man, the money is in the follow-up. Just kind of, whether you're using a CRM or a spreadsheet, just make a note and have a date, maybe depending on how that conversation went, maybe a week down the line, 2 weeks down the line, and just maintain that contact.
Yep, 100%. All right, I got another one loaded up.
This is Maritza.
Hey, Maritza, how's it going? My name is Nate Cruz.
Hi.
Hey,
What can I do for you?
I was giving you a call. I came across your listing on Mexico Drive in there in Aurora. I was wondering if you got a minute to chat about it. I'm pretty interested.
Yes, I do. Just what do you need? Just give me 1 second, okay?
No worries. You take your time.
Okay. Actually, can I call you right back?
Yeah. Yeah. No worries. Okay. Give me a call back.
Okay.
Thanks. We got an answer.
Nice. I'm gonna rip one right now too.
Rip it.
Elena.
Hey, Elena, this is John. How's it going?
It's going okay for you?
Good. Happy Friday. I was calling because you have a property on Lockwood Drive.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you have a few minutes? I know it's towards the end of your day there.
It's towards somebody's day. My day is until probably midnight.
Oh, man, that's a long day.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, I appreciate the time then. But yeah, funny enough, my brother sent me this and he's like, hey, like, check this out. We've been kind of looking for more properties in the Atlanta area and figured this one might be a really good fit. We love that it's a 4-4 and you took very good photos. I want to hats off for that. I mean, you have everything from every angle. And I was like, oh, these are very thorough, even with the faucets on, the faucets off. So appreciate it.
That's what I do.
And what's been the feedback of people that have been able to see it in person?
Well, it was a nice home, and we just got the price reduced to a big time from what it was before.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you a question, because I want to save some time.
Yeah.
Are you an investor, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you looking for what's the word? Oh my God, sorry. Creative financing by chance?
No, I mean, this isn't like a pre-foreclosure or anything, right?
No, it's a foreclosure. It's a straight sale.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying, if you're looking for creative financing, seller second, subject to, we're wasting your time.
Got it. Yeah, I've come across that like on pre-foreclosures a few times. This is
not a pre-foreclosure. It's good to go. No creative financing, has to be just a straight sale.
Straight sale. Yep. And are they against like a shot clock of any kind? What's the time frame?
I mean, you just treat it like a regular property.
No. Yeah. Are they the seller though? Are they looking for like a certain time frame to sell the house in?
As soon as possible, as always.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Happy to see what we can do. I think on that then, like the condition of the property, I know it looks pretty turnkey in the photos, but is there anything in the pics that
nothing too major. I mean, driveway needs some repair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever. I mean, nothing. I mean, I'm sure they'll find something in inspections. Even a new construction, you're going to find something.
Always.
I didn't see anything too major, really.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let me see. I think kind of just thinking of price and like what I'm looking at in rent rates in the area. Do you think the sellers would be open to something around like the 400 range?
We're at 435 right now.
Right.
They just reduced the price.
Mm-hmm.
We started out like at over 500s.
Interesting. Are you guys competing with like a builder up there or something?
I mean, there are some properties on the market. That's why I told them to drop it to where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really good price.
Yeah.
Again, I'll be happy to present any offer, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I know it's you probably have that conversation with the sellers of like, hey, we should probably be priced here, and they're like, no, like let's start at 5, and you're like, okay. But okay, yeah, I guess like price range though. Do you think they would take something around like 400, or do they need to stay like around that 435 number?
I cannot answer that question. I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, you asking my opinion. My opinion is we were over 500s. We reduced the price. We literally just went back on market at 435, which is a great price. Are they going to take $35,000 cut? I don't know. Can't really tell you.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see then. Let me see what we can do. One last question though before I jump off is like I see that they bought it like not too long ago. Is there like any like certain reason they're selling it?
I just said it's being foreclosed.
Oh, okay. I thought I did. Okay. I apologize. Okay. So it's being foreclosed on. You did say that. I think I got it kind of jumbled up. Okay. And we need a street. Okay. Let me see what I can do. I'm going to touch base and with my brother and maybe just see if there's a way we can kind of get this done. Do you know kind of like what if they're behind on payments, like what those look like?
Sir, I just said it's a bank foreclosure. There is no behind on payments. The bank has the property. The bank took the property back. There's nothing behind.
Got it. Okay. I see. No, my apologies. I got confused. Okay. Yeah. Let me see then, and then I will give you a call back.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
She did say as soon as she said that, it connected. Because she said it first, but I thought she was talking about a pre-foreclosure. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's kind of what I got. Oh, all right, hold on, we're on.
Yeah, got a little confused on that one.
Hey, how's it going, Marita? Hey, I can't hear you very well right now.
You need to pick it up, right? Hello?
Hey, hello, how you doing?
Hey, good. Sorry, I'm driving and hang on a second. Give me this.
No worries.
It's been crazy. So when I get to the car, I need to make sure it connects somewhere.
Nice. Are you guys? I'm down here
All right.
I'm down here in Arizona. Is it finally starting to get where you gotta put on those sunshades for the car?
Yeah. We're in a very nice area, but the weather has been amazing. So anyway, so tell me, what can I do for you?
Yeah, so I'll just kind of give you a quick little rundown. Long story short, me and my partner were looking to buy some properties in the area within the next like 12 to 18 months. We want to purchase probably like 2 or 3. And yeah, anyways, ran across this listing on Zillow, and it looks like it'd be perfect for pretty much what we're trying to do. We're typically either going to do a long-term rental or a short-term rental depending on the location. And so basically I'm just calling to get some information. I know you guys have been on the market for a little bit, see what's going on, how everything's going for you guys.
So it's good. So we put it on the market, but we had to take it off the market. Not take it off the market, but we didn't show it for 2.5 weeks. Because they were doing some repairs, and then she had a surgery, so it was not showing for almost 3 weeks. But it's been consistent as far as showings and stuff, and so yeah, it's just taking a little longer as far as selling the house, which is okay. Is when the market is stable. It's not buyers, it's not sellers market. But even condominiums, everything is just taking a little longer than normal.
Yeah, I definitely.
Well, I don't even know what normal is anymore. So compared to, let's say, a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So it's just taking a little longer, which is everyone is going through the same thing. So
yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. As investors, we definitely have had to pivot in the past year because of, the market is just crazy. We have flips that are sitting on the MLS for a lot longer than we'd like to, and people want the properties in mint condition if they're getting and paying that 7-8% interest rate or whatever it might be. So I'm sure. What's your guys' average days on market over there?
It's about between 50 and 65 days.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not too bad at all, actually.
No, it's not that bad compared to other areas.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. I know I was looking through the purchase record, and I saw that they just bought it in like a couple years ago. Am I wrong?
Right, that is correct.
Yeah, what's got them moving so early? Just curious. I hope there's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with the house. They just need to move out of state for work. He just got transferred.
Nice.
Go to another state, so they're just selling because they're gonna move to another state, and it's just gonna be a little harder for them to, let's say, if they want to keep it, manage a rental from another state is a little harder. But that's the only reason.
Yeah, I could definitely tell you from personal experience, managing rentals out of state is a pain in the butt.
Yep. Yeah, we had a couple of rentals here, and even here locally, I'm like, oh my Lord. But yeah, that's the only reason. Nothing wrong with the house, as far as obviously cosmetic things. But as far as big issues, I already had a roofer go in, make sure the roof is good, and I have the certification that everything is good.
Nice.
So yeah,
Nice. What's been the biggest takeaway from the people who have walked it?
That they need another like bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So, and if you have been looking in the area, there is another listed in that same area within a block of that they just bought it. So they're investors and they flip it. And they added another bathroom, and it is almost $60,000 higher than this one. And the condition is not that different. So this house, as far as, let's say, if someone adds another bathroom, I mean, it's closer to the 500s as far as the area and the condition of the property.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes
just by
sense.
adding another bathroom, but because they are moving out of state, excuse me, it doesn't make any sense for them to go and okay, let's add another bathroom. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
everybody said they can do whatever they want with it, but yeah, so that's a thing. Sorry, but that's the only feedback. They really would like another bathroom, and it's like, okay, well, we don't have it, so.
yeah, definitely. That makes sense. Do you think that there's room in the house somewhere to add that extra bathroom? Like, where would you put it? Because that might be something, if we did purchase it, that we'd probably be really interested in.
I cannot tell you right now. Probably on the laundry, where the laundry is, because there is a way for you to make the laundry if you're planning on making a rental, to do the what it called the stackable laundry.
Yeah,
yeah. And then put it there. There is always a way to do it. But I really have not put a lot of thought or kind of look at options, because I'm kind of good at that. Is that, oh, you know what, this can be this or that kind of stuff. But the laundry is the first thing that it gets, because the water is right there. So
yeah,
but
definitely.
This house, what they did at the other house when they added the other bathroom, and I haven't walked inside that other house, but I think they just added it because the backyard is so nice, and you can just add to the property as well. But I need to go and pay more attention, I guess, on where that can be. So but the laundry is the first thing that comes to my mind because it's right there next to the other bathroom.
Yeah, worst case scenario too, we'll just dig a hole in the ground and we'll do outhouse style in the backyard.
Yeah, or you just get a portable. I mean,
there you go. Now you're thinking. All right, well that's perfect. Actually, that leaves us some room to add some value if we wanted. I know they just bought it a couple years ago. And for us, we would kind of have to buy it a little bit at a discount. I'm curious if they would be willing to go down to like $390 or $385.
No, there isn't any way, just because their loan amount is a little higher than that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The lowest one, as far as for them not to bring money to the closing, it will be around $420. That will be the lowest one. Because if, let's say, they have to move and they can't sell, and then they have people, there is people every day knocking on their door. Can you just rent it to me? Rental right now here is insane.
What do you think? What do you think it would rent for?
I don't know. I will have to look into that, just because I don't manage rentals besides my own. But you're looking at 3 bedrooms, and then if you add another bathroom, very close to the $3,000, I will say, for that area.
Nice.
But I haven't. Yeah, so they can totally make, make the house, like the house payment with the rental. If
yeah, but who wants to be a freaking landlord out of state?
So, and unfortunately, because of the loan amount, so you can see how much they bought it for a couple of years ago. But the problem is that these people got down payment assistance, so you need to add all of that into the current balance. So 380, 390, yeah, they will have to, like I said, they will have to bring money at closing, and that's not.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm wondering. I was in the Navy. I was stationed in San Diego, and one of my buddies, he PCS to San Diego, and then he ended up having to move about like 9 months later on new orders, and he was kind of in a very similar situation where he needed to sell it above market value so that he didn't cut a check. Wasn't able to do
Right.
that, and so what we were able to do is we sold his property on a mirror wrap, put way more cash in his pocket than he would have gotten, and then got him done with the property. I'm curious. It sounds like that would be pretty advantageous for these guys. Have you guys had that conversation?
Explain exactly a little bit more what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I'll give you the example of my buddy. Basically what he did is we found an investor that was investing in San Diego, and we took everything to title. We agreed upon the purchase price, and then what the investor did is he gave my buddy, I believe it was 26,000 down, and then took over his payments, and then everything transferred at title and all the responsibilities and whatnot. And now here we are, 3 years later, and everything's good to go with that. And so that's kind of what we've been pivoting, especially as you know, with all these interest rates and everything's going on. You think that would work for them?
Again, as long as they can get, what they are expecting to get, and they don't have to bring money. I mean, anything is on, can answer on their behalf. I will have to talk to them, but we're not opposed to.
Nice, perfect. Well, this is what I can do, because to be honest with you, kind of doing these, the biggest thing is trust, right? Like you don't want to work with someone you don't trust with, or don't trust. So what we can do is I'll write something up, and so you can present to them, and then when they're ready to make that next step, we can hop on a 3-way call or a Zoom. And then I can break down all the nuances, and we can kind of get into the weeds if that's helpful.
So so are you a licensed agent in Arizona?
No, ma'am. Not a licensed agent. Yeah, no, not a licensed agent. Just I hate using the term because I feel like it has such a bad stigma, but technically an investor. Me and my fiance, we own a few properties, and then we work with a few different partners that we purchase properties and partner on across the country.
Got you. Okay. All right. I have to take this other call. Let me call you again.
Yeah.
Okay, let me call you back again.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Call me back.
Okay, bye.
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 Boys, I'm telling you.
Nice, dude.
I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on today, but
Today's your day, bro.
Flowing.
Tried it.
That was good. Jesus, we missed you, brother. How are you?
Dude, I was trying to, because I had an appointment, and so like at 1:50 before we started, I called the agent, and then next thing I know, we were on the call for a while, and I was like, dang it, I should have had this recorded. What the heck?
Man,
So
how'd that call go?
It went well. I'm trying to get I think she's trying to reach out to the sellers to get them to call me, so I'm like just waiting for that to happen. So
Nice.
I'll let you guys know when that happens.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely trying to hear that. I was super excited to hear that closing call.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because this lady's behind, her and the ex-husband are behind quite a bit, and it feels like, I was like, man, we're not gonna be able to pay the agent much, and it sounds like she's in this position where she's like, dude, I don't care, like let's just get it closed. So hopefully this is more of a lay down, but we'll see. You can still screw it up. So
yeah, dude. One thing I've learned is the deal's not a deal until it's a deal.
Oh, that 100%.
Money's wired.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten excited and it just was a waste.
Yeah. Yep.
So how'd you feel about that call, dude?
Say that again.
How'd you feel about that call?
I felt really good about that call, man. I think it went well. I don't know what better I could have done. What about you? What do you think?
I kind of jumped in the middle. I mean, I like that you use the third-party story, so that's good, because that always helps. Anytime, for the viewers out there, anytime that you're kind of talking about a new situation that's a little bit weird, and like most people, they don't want to be the first person to do something, right? Like they don't want to be the guinea pig. And so if you use a third-party story to show like, hey, here was a situation, this other person did that, and we've actually done it with like 15 other people, it's super normal. That makes them feel better. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. One thing I've been really tapping into, man, is selling, not telling.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Making it sound, which it is, making it sound as good as it is. But when you just lay it out on a flat line, it's I've been practicing in the mirror, if you can't tell, dude. Just
Yeah.
getting after it.
The next level trick on third party stories is if you got to tell it from their perspective, which is hard to do because we're so used to talking about like what we do. So you got to make it sound like this person had this problem, this person couldn't tell, and they reached out to us, and so they did all these things. So it's the same story, but you got to tell it from the third party perspective and not like, oh, I bought their house and I pay them at closing, right? It's more like, hey, they received money from us at closing. They they got me out of foreclosure, things like that.
Shift the
So
focus.
that way, right? It's not like you're saying you're like, I'm telling you this. It's more of like, oh, other people have done this, and it's totally fine.
Right? I like that. That's a gem. I'm putting that.
You got to work on that though. It's more of a skill when you got to do that. So
yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Definitely. Well, she's gonna call me back here in a little bit. We can keep ripping.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's not trying to ghost you.
No, I don't think. Well, I called her and she was like, "Hey, I'll call you back," and she called back. So I got what's it called? I got hope.
Let me see. Okay, let's see right here.
Thank you for calling. You've reached the voicemail of Thomas.
Dang. All right, on to the next one. Sundown.
I believe it's called Dusk.
Dude, what was that question? Oh, freaking! You said yesterday when instead of like the feedback of the property, but it was like,
Tell me how the what is it? Tell me a little bit about the property.
no, it was another one, dude, and it was, I can't remember the question, but it was so much better than what's the feedback.
What was
Dude,
it?
I wanted to write it down, but I didn't have anything to write on it. Now I forgot it.
We gotta ask Jacob. I think it's like
What work does it need, or like?
Yeah,
dude,
yeah. Tell me
like that, but it was like better.
Yeah, no, that was essentially it. Like, so tell me about the property. What you got going on over there?
Yeah.
Open ended. We gotta ask Jacob. Jacob will know.
Jacob will know.
382. All right. Let's see this one. Dang, they cut the price 20,000.
I found a few AZ properties, man. I like calling the AZ ones because I'm like, dude, I might buy this too, you know?
Yeah, and
You never know.
And it's backyard. You can start naming cross streets and stuff.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Jessica Kelly with Coldwell Baker at Denver Central.
You suck.
Hey there, thanks for calling Andrea Lighty.
Damn.
Dang, bro, I got some like solid leads right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff you're working, just
Just new leads, dude. I'm just taking a look at them and they're just primed for sub 2. All right, 3. All right.
Hi, you've reached us.
We'll double call.
Do it.
She sounds nice. Sounds like someone John would meet at Scottsdale Run Meetup.
The Run Club. Dude, it's fun there, man. I hate running.
I bet, dude. I bet it's so fun.
You just go get a nice little run on, chat.
A little bit of Riz.
I'm usually dying. Yeah, I'm the worst long distance runner ever.
Oh, dude.
I just cannot run far at all. Never have been able to.
Man. Let's see. All right. On to the next.
Heck yeah, I have the ability to mute you guys.
I just mute my computer usually. I'm just like,
Man. Oh man, this is a really nice house.
Call has been forwarded. Hi, you've reached Anakin Castle with Live 70.
See, and people wonder why their properties are on the market for 60 plus days. You gotta answer the phone, man.
yeah.
We'll double dial.
Don't worry, if the seller calls me Nate, I'm just gonna mute you.
Sounds good. Do it. And this is a nice property though, dude.
Oh, dude, it's got a sick one too.
Hi, you've reached.
It's the name of the game.
Always.
Hello?
Yeah, is this John?
Yes, who's calling?
Hey, John. Yeah, this is John as well. I was calling because you have a listing on Lafayette Park.
I do.
Yeah, do you have a few minutes?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, funny enough, my brother sent me this and I was like, oh, this one looks pretty interesting. Pulled it up. Love what I see in the pics. Kind of curious, have you gotten any like feedback from people that have been able to walk it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's been the feedback?
It was good. Are you cool? Where are you calling from? So I think like I said you were from Phoenix.
Yeah, from Phoenix.
No, I only say that coincidentally I'm sitting in Peoria right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you just out here visiting?
We're going to go see the Chicago White Sox, Arizona Diamondbacks tonight.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun game. Big White Sox fan.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, is this Alicia?
Yeah, it's her.
Oh, hey, this is Jesus. Sorry, I just missed your call.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's no
Been a
problem.
busy day.
Yeah, I got a new phone and it's just kind of weird using this. So, yeah, so Stacy, I think, said that you guys received that letter of intent. And I don't know if you had questions or anything that you needed me to answer.
Yeah, just basically like, so how it really works, I guess. Do we just sign some papers and then, you know, Stacy takes care of it? Because she mentioned that, I don't know if with her practice she's allowed to do this kind of transaction. She mentioned having like an attorney look over it, which neither one of us can even afford an attorney. So
okay. Yeah,
not really sure why or if that's protocol or what, but I think that's just kind of the advice she got from her coworkers.
Yeah, so sometimes what happens is, you know, this isn't really a traditional transaction, and the contract we use was drafted up by like a real estate attorney, and so sorry, we're preparing for my daughter's birthday tomorrow, and we got just a lot of moving parts here in the room. But anyway, hey, so we have we had a real estate attorney draft up the contract that we use, and it's a little different from like the Oregon State contract. So it's actually not that uncommon for a brokerage to say, hey, you know, we're not lawyers, and so we can't exactly give you all the legal advice that you would need and completely advise you on this. And so sometimes it's their recommendation. Kind of like to advise that. Yeah. I too am not a lawyer, so I mean I can't get you that, and so it's really just up to you if you feel like that's something you want to do to make yourself feel comfortable, or if you or if you're just like, hey, no, this is the situation I'm in, I'm totally fine with it, and you know, I understand the contract, so I can answer any question that you have about it as well.
Okay, so I just wasn't sure if that was like an absolute, like I have to get one, or if we know that we want to do it and I don't need one. Yeah. I mean, is there? I mean, are you leaning one way or the other? I was just wondering because if you know, like the full balance and stuff, like how that would work, because we've missed payments. So I don't know if you guys would be covering that, or is that like a no deal type thing? No, Stacy did send the balance over to me, and generally what we do is we would have to catch that up. So I don't know. Did she explain kind of the like how this all works out? I mean, I probably should go through that with you just to make sure. Yeah, she said basically like you guys would take over on the payments, the insurance and all that. So we wouldn't be making the payments anymore, but I think our name would still be on the loan until you guys either sell it down the road or refinance it. Yeah, that's correct. So when we buy properties this way, we're just taking over the mortgage payments, like you said. And so we have ownership of the house. But like, to be clear, I mean, your name is on the loan, but you aren't like a landlord here, and you don't have any other responsibilities of maintenance or anything like that. But yeah, it is on your name, and we'll just keep making those payments, and that's just the easiest way to kind of get you, you know, get this house off the market and get it sold. Did I answer the question, or did that kind of cover it? Yeah. No, it does. And I guess you know, because you guys do have, you know, some outstanding balance, you know, the loan has to come current. So that is just a general part of this transaction when we're helping out sellers. We actually did help so we bought a house in Florida. It was from an older couple. They were facing foreclosure as well. And they were kind of in a similar situation. They just could not sell the property, and they were kind of up against the clock. We tried to work it out with the agent. She gave them our phone number to the seller, and said, hey, I think these guys are a good fit. You should talk to them and have this work out. So we ended up, we caught up the payments. So that way it was current. And so, you know, the bank doesn't foreclose on anyone. And then she was able to sell the house finally and just kind of move on and not have to turn the keys in or have her credit get ruined or anything. All right, and that's what I worried about too, is because you know, we had fallen behind on the payments, and you know, we do face the foreclosure. Something I was gonna say, damn it, just escaped my brain. So with the lender, I read something about like, because so we go through Guild Mortgage, and I read something about like some lenders won't agree to this type of transaction. Have you come across that at all? Where like sometimes the seller won't even mention that it's an investor company, it's like taking over because they might not allow it. Is that a thing?
Yeah. So, in all the transactions we've done and the times we've purchased this house or purchased houses this way, we do this like 2 or 3 times a month. We've never had to contact a lender and work with them. And that's kind of what makes these super simple is that, like there's already a mortgage in place and that stays in place and we can just take over. But I mean, that's a good question that you have. I think maybe what you might be referring to is like the due on sale clause. And so that is a kind of a common, concern for folks. And I totally get that. Just so I understand, was there like something kind of specific about the situation that you're worried about, or was this just something you heard?
Yeah, I was just thinking like, oh God, I'm just so scattered brained right now. Not really, I guess. I don't know. If the payment's current, then it shouldn't get foreclosed. And so if you guys are making the payments, it's going to show, it coming from you guys, not from us. And that wouldn't like red flag the mortgage of like, wait, who are these people making these payments? Right. So like if you guys draw up the paperwork, would it be my agent who draws it up and we sign it and it's a done deal?
Yeah, we have a contract, and we, if this is something you are interested in going forward with, and you said, yep, we want to sell the house, this works for us, we agree, this kind of helps us out, then we have a contract we would just send to Stacy, and she can get that to you guys to sign, and then from that we could just open up, I'll just say, I mean, we can go forward and start the process to actually get the house sold.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if my partner's in another state, I mean, would he need like a notary sent to him, or is he able to just sign everything via email?
He can sign the contract electronically, and he'll likely need a mobile notary for the closing documents, and but that's totally fine. I mean, we've bought houses, like out of state tenants have sold us houses before, so that's not an issue. He's not in like, Costa Rica or anything, right? He's like actually in the States.
No,
okay, great. Yeah. So no issue there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cause, we want to do it. I already spoke to him, and we really want to take your offer. Okay.
I guess, I don't think I fully answered your question, but, yeah, we will be making the payments generally as long as we're current on the payments and we've never missed any, everything should be fine. And so, yes, there could be risks of, if we miss the payments and what could happen, but, the risk of that is so low. Generally it's, if this really solves, a problem, it's just, this is the option that's best. And we can kind of help you out with that. So I don't know if is that helpful or?
Sorry, give me one second. So do you guys keep it vacant, or do you like rent it out?
Oh yeah, our plan is to rent it out.
Okay. So if anything happens to the house, like I'm not responsible, like if the water heater goes out, I don't have to go replace it or anything like that, right?
Nope. Yeah, so the house is deeded to us. It's in our name. You're merely, you're the seller of the house, and you have no responsibility for maintenance or anything like that. That's all on us. So, if we put in renters and, something happens with the plumbing or a toilet, you're not getting the calls at, 2 a.m. That's on us. So you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Okay. That's cool. And you guys pay the insurance?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And so because that's already part of your mortgage, we'll take care of that. And as we go through the whole closing process, we have, we have a coordinator who helps, just work out all the paperwork so you don't have to do that, and we'll make sure the insurance and taxes are handled.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain to Stacy, because our insurance is like included, with the monthly. I mean, the lender basically pays the insurance. So, do you want some chocolate?
Yeah, that's super common.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds pretty good. In order for you guys to get caught up on the payment, would you be just making a lump sum payment to get it caught up? Because I know it's the whole past due amount's 10 something.
Yeah. That's just part of, before we had closed, we'd catch it up.
Okay. Yeah, they don't foreclose it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds really good. I'm gonna call Stacy back and just talk to her, and then if that's what we're gonna do, then I'll have her give the green go and
right.
Have you guys work all that out.
Okay. Yeah. And just to confirm, because I know I'll be there in a second, KB. My son just walked into my office. So Stacy, I know she was talking about, her brokerage and recommending a lawyer. I mean, but that wasn't something you were interested in?
No, I already told her, neither one of us have the money for an attorney. And if it's literally just to simply look over everything, I mean, I don't need them. We're not idiots,
Okay.
Seems pretty cut and dry. If this is what it is and what you're saying, then, it seems pretty straightforward.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And it sounded like, because I know your ex-husband was, is in on this too, and I mean, he sounded super interested. Or do you think I'll need to have to talk to him too, or is this full steam ahead?
Yeah, he said that this sounds like something that is probably the best way for us to go about it, and he was also having the question of, well, what about the past due amount? Is that going to be a deal breaker? And so, I wasn't able to really answer that without getting to talk to you.
Right.
Because he just thought, if we have this past due balance, that's probably going to be a no-go on the deal, because he's definitely in on the deal. He doesn't want to have these monthly payments anymore. We're all moved out of there. We just want to be off the hook and done with it. Otherwise, these payments are just going to keep stacking up on us.
Yeah. I'd love to help you with that, Alicia. And it's very frequent, common for us when we're buying houses this way, that we're helping out people who are behind, and so that's not uncommon for us to just catch it up and get the loan current as part of the closing process. So, if that's his only question about there, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, it's a little bit more than we'd want, but we can work out the numbers with Stacy, and just find the right partners to help us with this, and we should be good to go.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. We're totally on board.
Okay. Awesome. So, just going forward, so I'm gonna give Stacy a call. You can go ahead and call her. I'll try to get an agreement drafted up tonight, and I'll give Stacy a call and talk with her about it. We'll send it over, and hopefully we can help you out with this, and finally get the power turned back on, and not have to worry about this anymore. So
I know. Yeah, seriously. Okay, and I'll talk to Nick too, and just give him a heads up, because Stacy has his email and all that, so she can forward it,
yeah,
documents and whatnot to him.
Absolutely. If you have any more questions that come up, I mean, feel free. Right. I mean, if you're not interested in having an attorney and you just got a simple question, we just found that sometimes, people get off the phone and then they're stuck, and, they have another question pops up into their head, and then they just don't have anyone to talk to. You got my number now. You can give, was his name Nick? You can give Nick my number as well. And, I'll be happy to answer things for you in case there's just one other thing that's bugging you. And then we can just kind of work through that. So.
Well, now that you mention it, there's one thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I don't know if you can answer that, if you would even know, but I know that both of our names are on the loan and the title and whatnot. And so if like down the road, I guess, if one of us were to want to like have our name removed from the title and the loan, are you still able to have it under just one of us? Do you have to have both?
So, you know, it's going to have to stay the way it is until we end up selling or refinancing. Is there something like in particular about having your names on there that you're worried about?
Not really. I mean, I don't like have any plans of getting another house anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like at all. I'm pretty happy where I'm at. I know that he's going to be traveling a lot for work, so I really don't see him wanting to go and buy a house anytime soon either.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking like down the road, if, you know, he were wanting to take his name off of it or vice versa, if that would be an option, or if we both just have to keep our names on it.
Right. Right.
So that answers my question.
Yeah, and that's honestly, Alicia, I mean, that's a great question, and other people have. I mean, that's actually a very frequent question we get from people who, you know, sell their homes this way. We bought this house. I think her name was Amanda, and you know, she was kind of worried about that too. But she realized like, you know, her credit was kind of shot, and actually having her name on the loan, like, you know, after us, you know, making the payments for a year, her credit actually went up because it's in her name, and that, you know, put her in a better position to buy a house. And we normally use like a third-party servicing company. And so all of the payments that we make are documented. Normally, after some time, if you can show there's a history, like a legitimate history of these mortgage payments getting made, then it's actually like, it doesn't even count against your credit or like your debt to income ratio when you buy a house. It's considered like, hey, that debt is paid by someone else. And so, yeah, if purchasing another house isn't in your immediate plans, I wouldn't expect this to be an issue.
Okay. But like, so if I wanted to like finance a car or something and I had a way to prove that that house is being paid off by someone else, it shouldn't affect my debt to income.
Yeah. And that it depends on every lender, but because we have servicing companies, that you actually do have legitimate documentation that shows that their payments getting made.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay. All right. Yeah. And that helps because because of the payments and everything getting missed and all that. I mean, oh my gosh, it totally like destroyed my credit. So I thought about that as well. Is, you know, if the payments are getting made, then that's actually going to improve my credit. Oh yeah.
I mean, I know it's the situation you're in now, but is like your credit situation, is that something that's affecting you or holding you back from doing anything that you're looking to do?
Not right now.
Yeah.
No, because like right now I'm, you know, I have a car, you know, I have whatever. I'm not like trying to finance anything. I just feel like, you know, down the road, I might want to like give my car to my teenager for her birthday when she's able to drive, and I'm going to want to get something else.
Oh, right.
So I want to be able to make sure that if I need to finance something, I'm going to be able to with still having that house, you know, the loan in my name. I worry about that whole debt to income thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's all documented and stuff. And
yeah, I totally get it. Definitely, we've had sellers reach out to us and tell us how, you know, this has really helped them out when their credit was shot. And you know, if we're helping people avoid a short sale and repairing their credit in the meantime and getting a house sold that they, you know, where they didn't have any other options. Yeah, this is definitely a benefit in certain ways. So.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good.
Yeah. So I guess while I still have you on the phone, is there like anything else that you might have questions about?
No, not that I can think of. I mean, if something comes up, and you know.
Yeah, you got my number.
I'll reach out to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll you can talk to Stacy and kind of hammer out how it works on your end. I'll work on an agreement to send over to you guys. And then, you know, if we can get that all signed, then what happens next is we'll just start the process with the title company and start you know, just getting it closed. We have a transaction coordinator who it kind of helps just streamline the transaction and facilitate like the paperwork and all that stuff. So you might hear from her. Did you say you're not in the house anymore?
No, it's empty now.
Oh, okay. Was that recent?
Huh?
What was that recent? Or Stacy told me she's keeping the power on, and I thought maybe she was doing that first because someone was there.
No, she's got the power on because we have it on the market, so
I see.
Showing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
We will be able to have it for showing, but no, it's vacant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. So then that should make it easy to have our, you know, our contractors and other partners, our private money partners show up and do their inspections and things like that. So yeah, we'll get this started. We'll just have a couple people come take a look to make sure, you know, the house is there and not burned down to the ground. And then we'll have our transaction coordinator get in touch with you guys. But yeah, looking forward to kind of helping you out with this. And you have my number if you have any questions.
Okay, yeah, that would be awesome. Just would need a heads up when you guys are going to do that because I think the water got shut off.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I could work out that with Stacy then.
Okay. That way, you know, everything runs good. You know, we got a sprinkler system and all that stuff, but it just got shut off, so it just needs to get turned back on.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. That shouldn't be an issue. We'll figure that out, and I'll work that through Stacy.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks, Alicia. See ya.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bravo.
Bro. You
Boom.
crushed that, man.
Yeah, that was good. I just got to say one thing that I learned. It's, if anyone noticed, Jesus never made that about him. It was, she asked a question and he asked another question regarding her question so he can get to like the meat of why she was asking that. That was super, super awesome, bro. Good job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Questions, man.
Appreciate that. You know, I was thinking I was going to have to go through the motivation again with her, but her and the husband are so ready to just sell this thing that it was like not even necessary. So it was really just trying to pull out the objections and make sure that I, you know, that like you, especially because I'm not like closing her with a contract, like with a signed contract on this call. It's about just making sure that like we're reducing the chance that like there's another thing that comes up while we're not on the phone able to answer that. So I think we hopefully built up the trust. I think this one was more of a lay down. I think they need it. So
All right, I got to bounce, guys. I have to jump into a call right now, but good luck. Love you guys. Happy Friday.
You too. Take it easy, G.
Peace. Nate, do you got any other things you want to talk about for that call? Because I'm also going to bounce. I got to prep for my daughter's birthday.
No, we're pretty much there. It's been an hour. Yeah, dude, that was pretty much it. That was super, super, super killer, bro. For real.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, my man.
Yeah. There's a couple other things too that we talked. I mean, normally I would want to have the husband on the call too, but from what the agent tells me, he's just like, dude, completely like, please sell the house. Please buy my house. So this is more of a, so I wasn't as worried about it, but now we've built the rapport. So they have like the confidence they can just call us at any point. Another thing that I was trying to work on was like, she did have that question about, hey, is this gonna, you know, affect my credit going forward? And then I kind of flipped that onto like, hey, are you worried about your credit? Yes. Guess what? This builds the credit, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we get so caught up with sub 2 about like trying to sell them why it's so cool. And you got to make sure that they understand like that this is something they need. Some people are like, I have great credit. I don't care. Right. So
Yeah.
I had to kind of pull that out. Like, oh, I'm worried. Like, what if I need to buy a car? Oh, shoot. This will actually help me buy a car because I can't otherwise. Right.
Yeah, dude. That was beautiful. And one thing too that you did that was super, I'm really going to put in my toolbox is that at the end of the call, you asked like, hey, is there anything that, might be holding you up, or you might have a question on. Here's my number, and then she gave you that objection,
Right.
and you were able to squash that. That was some Jedi stuff right there, bro. That was pretty gangster.
Thanks, man. Dude, there's a lot of practice. You got to try some of that stuff out. It's a little bit hard with agents, especially the question about the credit. Like, I don't know. I was talking directly to the seller there. I don't know if the agent really knew like what her plans were, and a lot of agents don't. So if you can, kind of break through that wall and then talk to a seller directly and figure out like, hey, what are your goals? Now you know what to sell them on versus just like, oh, sub 2 so cool. Like you should do this. And like, I can help you. Like now you're tying it. Hey, this sale will actually help you get a house in the future, not just like get you out of your pain, but you have a goal in the future. Like, let's get you toward that.
Yeah.
Right?
How did you set up that closing call with the seller?
Good question. So we were using this LOI blaster method, and I don't know if there's anyone on this live who was watching last week. This was the same agent that I had talked to at the very beginning of that, where she was like, I was kind of sorting through like, what's their motivation. And then she was like, yeah, they need to sell. They're divorced. And oh, guess what? Like, they're so like, I'm keeping the power on because they got shut off. And that's when I was like, bingo, this is the right motivated seller. So part of that is just, I qualified the lead. It's not even a warm lead. It was a hot lead. And then when we sent the LOI, the agent got back to me and said, yes, they're interested. And then it was a matter of just like he's setting it up. So, hey, another thing was, so not on the live, but before I hopped on, I was talking to the agent, and her brokerage was concerned about getting an attorney involved. Right. And it's common, right? For those of you guys still doing creative or starting out, like the brokerage might say, hey, we're not lawyers. I don't understand the paperwork. You got to get someone to review this. And that's generally so that they can cover their own butt on this. And guess what? The people we're buying from, a lot of them can't afford a lawyer, right? So, and so it's kind of up to them. People should have the right to a lawyer, and you just got to answer like, hey, that's great. You want to talk to a lawyer? Like, what is it specifically? Hey, when you go talk to this lawyer, that's great. You should do it. What are you going to ask them about it? And it's not just, I got to talk to a lawyer because I got to talk to a lawyer. It's, hey, I got to talk to a lawyer because I'm concerned about this. And then if you can pull that out and answer, oh, well, I can answer that for you, blah, 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 whatever it is. Hey, we put a lien on the property for you. We make the payments this way and that way, like whatever. Then they might be like, nah, I don't need a lawyer. Like, I'm going to save my $700. Let's just sell this house. Right.
Yeah.
So that one pretty smooth. There have been other times where we've had situations like that where that's not the case. But I would just say that that's how you should handle it. It's the same as like, I need to go think about it. Like, that's great. Go ahead and think about it. Like, you should take your time. Just what is it specifically that you need to think about? So it's just a very similar objection.
Yeah. Back to what I said, man. You're like going 2-3 layers deep, not settling for that. Oh, we want to talk to a lawyer, where most people would have been like, oh, you were like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That was beautiful, man. Like I said, definitely putting that in my toolbox.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, people should talk to their lawyers if they want to. Let them do it, but like, allow them. Like, don't just let them off the hook. Allow them to have that space, but then also like, but what is it specifically? And that's the same with every objection, right? Like, I sometimes I answered her directly. Sometimes I had to pull the string a little bit. But even when it's like, hey, what do we do about their credit? Or like, hey, what do we tell the lender? It's like, great. Yeah, good question. That's a valid question. Just specifically, like, is there something you're worried about? Or like, why are you asking the question? What is it specifically about talking to a lender that worries you?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know. I'm just kind of asking stuff. Oh, okay. Well, it's fine. Like, we never really actually talked to a lender ever. And like, even if they were in trouble, like, they hardly ever notice. We've done this a billion times, right? Oh, okay. Like, I'm not worried about it anymore. Right?
Yeah. And then you didn't overkill it too with the explanation. You were just like, yeah, you might be talking about the DTI.
Yeah.
Usually with that, here's how it goes. Rather than, I think, I know I fell victim to just fire hosing and, well, what we would do is we do a purchase sale agreement. And then,
for sure.
Funny, after reading, Can't Teach a Kid How to Ride a Bike in a seminar, I was like, oh, okay, you can talk yourself out of a sale. So that was
absolutely
that was super cool to see you do.
Yeah, I'm very curious about how it landed too, because I'm normally after, like, I'm talking to them about the process, I'm kind of going through everything, but Yeah, again, this is an RJ Bates thing. He's like, when you're talking to a seller, like
You're the buyer.
no crap, dude. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And he's just like, so I was like, I could say, hey, we're gonna open up escrow. Honestly, like, does she know what that means? She probably does. She seemed pretty sharp, but you know, it's just the same as saying, hey, we'll, you know, sign the contract and we'll get this started and you'll be taken care of.
Yeah.
Someone else is going to take care of all the paperwork. Don't worry about it. I think that's the same thing. So yeah, I try to keep it simple unless she really needed it. Also depends on the personality type. If they're the type who are like super nerdy and need answers to every question and you can tell, then that's when you get into it. Other people are just like, dude, like, buy my house, please. And you're like, yes, we'll do. Thank you. So
yeah, definitely. What's the acronym? KISS. Keep it stupid simple.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Big
All
time.
right.
Well, hey man, you guys have a good time at the party. Blow out some candles for me, man.
Yeah, man. I love the continuity, man. Like, call the agent on Friday. 1 week later, we're closing the deal. Let's go.
Those. Hey, were you on that? Before you
working.
leave, were you on that stream that I had that really good call with that agent? And we were talking about that Fireburn property. Remember, you texted me about it, and you're like, "Man, you should."
No, I wasn't on the stream. I listened to it after work, and I was like, "Dang, dude, this guy's killing it, man."
So check this out, dude. I just followed up with that agent today. His broker is selling 6 properties, 3 right now, and he wants to sell them all sub 2. So we're about to write up purchase contracts on 3 of those properties. Follow up. Money's in the follow up.
Let's go, dude. You're killing it, Nate.
I appreciate it, brother. You too. You're a dog.
Right,
I'll see you soon. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Peace. Happy Friday, guys. See ya.
Take it easy.
Get away.